All right, what's up?
What's going on, Facebook world? Gary, you whorebag.
Oh boy,
It's been a few weeks, man. What's up, brother? How you been?
it's good. It's good. Yeah, I know you. You get on these hiatuses, you run off.
Well, I think what are we doing? Listen, I'm still screwing around with this goddamn thing.
We'll get it right.
Yeah, whatever.
See, I had to get rid of mine. I got a whole new setup here, and I still got mine looking prettier than yours.
Listen, dude, you're able to use shampoo up here. I don't know this. I got nothing. Listen, I do what the wife says I can do. She just told me, she works nights, right? So she's back to 5 nights a week. So she just said to me now, I don't understand why you're not doing this shit in the garage.
It's going to be cold.
I think I'm getting kicked out in the garage.
Yeah, so it's going to be cold soon.
Well, it's heated, man. I got a heated garage, and I actually just cleaned it up the other day. I started working on that second chassis of mine. So.
Oh, you finally did. There you go.
Walt Henry went to Bridgeport, man, and I'm in. Dude, I should have went.
There's no way that he brought that regular motor there.
Listen, whatever. The kid went and represented, and I'm proud of him, man. The kid did awesome.
And he made it.
Dude, he hung his balls out there and did an amazing job. He really did. He got caught up in a mess. I'm glad the guy that he was in it with was okay. I don't agree with the winner. I think that was kind of bullshit, but now I know what we're allowed. Okay, no problem.
That's what
I'm looking for a Falcon transmission if anybody who's got one for sale. I'm just saying. But listen, man, congrats to Walt. Dude, the guy is, he is the guy to beat, I think, around here right now. I really do. I really think so. He's our top street stock guy right now. Dude, just getting out there, getting it done, getting on the road. That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was cool when I saw he was going there. That's awesome.
Super Dirt shit show was this week, right?
Yeah, that was not much to talk about there.
What's that feel for them guys?
Besides Bicknell, buy stock in Bicknell because everybody's going to be going to Bicknell and buying parts.
Listen, I understand. They did what they could, but come on, man. How many times are you guys going to try this? And I think they've had one good Super Dirt race up there. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't know the full story, but it was just when the track is destroying cars. But this is where I got to pipe in and go, listen, man, as a professional driver and semi-professional drivers, dude, you guys ought to know better. If you feel that it's unsafe, why are you driving on it? You're going to race on that track and then bitch about it.
That's the thing. You've already paid so much money.
I understand. But listen, where it hurts them is in the wallet.
But that's saying you paid so much money.
But my thing is if you're going to race the track, knowing what the track conditions are, you shouldn't be bitching. You need to just suck it up, and it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yep. And the way I say, was what 2016 was a shit show. Kingsley wasn't there, and then past few years he was there, and he wasn't there this year, and they sent him packing. So might have something to do with it.
Who's that? Is that the track prep dude? Kingsley?
That's the guy. That Eric Kingsley. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know, man. Believe me when I tell you, there have been nights at places that I've run where I was like, no, not doing it, and went home. I just kind of listen. I'm not going to destroy my shit. I'm going to go home.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the decision you got to make as a driver. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
tough one.
Yeah. So, okay. So we have, I want to say, sportsman driver, right? Accord Speedway.
Yes, from Accord Speedway.
Yeah, zehnacker. Yep. He is on the show with us. Also, last minute. Really not last minute. We've been trying to get this kid on for a while now.
A couple weeks.
Facebook crashed. I thought everybody was going to commit suicide. They didn't. But Easton houghtaling. I think he's like 54th generation racer. I don't. There's a shit ton of houghtailings, man. But this kid has been setting the bandolero world on fire up at the Bethel Speedway. So kind of excited to get him on. I've known him since he was in diapers. Him and my daughter were at the car show, and I don't know. I was like, oh, great. My kid's gonna marry into the houghtailings. Maybe I can get that hot setup.
Yep.
All right, so it's my understanding that Steve's a bit of a talker.
He can talk. Oh, yeah.
So let's get him on because I think right around the 7:30 hour or so, 7:40-ish, we're probably going to boot him to bring Easton.
All right.
Sound like a plan?
Good.
Scott, what's happening, man? Welcome to the show. What is it? Let's Be Professional, Northeast Happy Hour, Predmore Mearns. Glad you're on here. How's it going?
How we doing, guys? Good to see you, man. It's going all right on my end.
Good. All right, so listen, for those of us who don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about where you race, what you race, how long you've been racing. Let's get right to it.
All right. Well, I run over Accord. It's our first full season over there this year. We've been back out on the track now for 3 years. But prior to that, I had a little brief racing career with my dad back in the early 80s. And once he passed away, I wasn't able to continue with my racing career because of financial issues. So we've been just kind of hanging on the side, working on race cars with friends. And, like Lem Atkins, he got me back out there wrenching on cars again, getting me that itch, always having an itch. And then had an opportunity to get back in the car 3 years ago, and we jumped on it.
Nice. Now, I see Lem, he pipes in on posts and stuff like that all the time. And at first I kind of took him as being like a smart ass, somebody that's going to like annoy the shit out of me. But the more stuff that he puts on there, the more I really want to meet this guy. And I have a feeling I probably have at some point, throughout racing. But dude, he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. Been around a while, huh?
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's been he had the opportunity of running some good cars back in the days. I heard a lot of stories about him.
I see that. Yeah.
Maybe it's one of these guys you ought to get on the show. I think you'll have fun with him.
yeah.
But outside of that, he helped me when I first got back in the car 3 years ago. Helped me get the setup. We actually made our debut over in Middletown.
Okay.
And we were over there for the Hard Clay Open when they ran the Hard Clay Open for the sportsman class. And we actually made the show. We finished fourth in our heat race for my first time at Middletown and made the big show. So, we've been running around the last couple of years. We did shows at Court this year for our track because it's 20 minutes from my house.
Okay.
That's always a big hill. Yeah,
you've always run open wheel?
Pretty much go-karts, quarter midgets, we ran open wheel. I wasn't much for street stock, but my dad wanted me to get in it, and unfortunately when we were building it, he died of cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, so 2021, how's your season been going so far up there at Accord?
We had I myself, I look at it, low budget team. I got 4 guys on the crew. For how we ended up 13th in points. We got up as high as 11th. It was kind of an up and down season, but we were persistent. We had a decent setup under us. The only problem is, of course, track changes.
Yeah.
And it was a tough track this year.
Yeah.
It was a very tough track to get a hold of that surface over there. 1 week we had it, we go back with the same setup, and you might as well throw it out the window because it didn't work.
Now, what do you think was dry slick, or like what do you think was going on with the track? Was the way Gary was prepping it, or what do you think was going on?
Very, very dry. Not enough water in the track. Very dry.
Okay.
Yep. But that man does the best he can over there.
Yeah.
I give hats off to that guy.
Dude, he is one of the hardest working promoters, and people don't realize that. He does everything. He's the cook. He's the maintenance guy. Saturday morning, if you show up there at 8 o'clock, he's out there cleaning the grounds. I mean, the guy just does everything.
He busts his butt on his job, and he goes home and he still tries to get everything done to give everybody a good show.
Yeah.
So
And I think even I had a chat with him a week or so ago. And I hadn't talked to him in a long time. And he's driving a school bus during the week now too. COVID really hit them guys hard, and we all know Accord. They're wherever they are in that little valley, the rain just kills them. They'll get a year or two where they're good, and then they'll get 2-3 years where it's just they'll have 10 rainouts. It's just it's tough. It's tough. So Middletown, Accord, where are some of the other places that you've run?
We've ran 5 Mile Point. We've run Fonda. We've done Albany, Saratoga. We've done Lebanon Valley.
Okay.
We kind of stay up in the north, up this way. I'd like to venture down to Bridgeport to give that little fast speedway a shot. But
listen, we were just talking about that. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm watching the highlights from the Street Stock Nationals, and I'm telling you right now, that's going to be the race to be at next year for guys like myself. And the place just looks amazing.
The facility's top notch.
Yeah. Talking to
cash track.
Well, Henry through text messages and stuff, and he said it is his new favorite place, you know. And that's yeah, man, that looks like it's just it's sad, but I just wish that some of these places were so much closer, you know. But yeah, dude, that place looks awesome. It really does.
Yeah, if you have never seen a modified race there, watch one there, man. It's phenomenal.
Never been there.
It's
never
just
been
amazing.
to Bridgeport. Yep.
It's amazing.
They fly. But Accord was our home this year. You know, we actually we kind of had a lot of help from Joe Judge Racing this year.
Good, yeah.
Yep. He's helped us with our setup and got us in the ballpark. We were consistent every week. We had a couple of good shows in our heat races, and then get to the feature and lose our right rear tire. You know, it's one of those things. It's just all part of racing. So we kept our nose down. You know, my crew chief Rob Termello, he's like, you know, hey, it is what it is, buddy. It's going to be tough. We just got to chase it, and you got to be prepared and do the best with what you got.
And now you had Corey race your car too, right? Was that by design, or was that to try to get you going in the right direction? What was the backdrop to that?
That was called an old man move. I turned the wrong way and pulled my back.
Oh, okay.
And Corey and I are pretty decent friends. And, you know, he asked me just about before every Friday, you're going to be running the car this week at Accord? I was looking for a seat. So he always asked me if there was a seat available.
Okay.
And then I pulled my back, and I was like, come on over. Jump in the car. You can help me out with the setup, you know. So we come over, and we were out in the shop for, I don't know, about 5-6 hours one night, and he set the car up for Accord, and it was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Corey Cormier we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No slouch.
Yeah, he's no slouch. Usually, if you're going to have somebody drive your car, he's definitely one that you want.
Yeah. I agree. The kid's very knowledgeable, man. He can shoot a car. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
And what kind of chassis are you running?
We're running a Tio. Okay. We got a 2014 Tio. We ended up buying this frame and stuff from J.R. Hefner up in Lebanon Valley.
Yep.
It was one of his show cars. He ran it like 6 times, and that was it.
Yeah.
So we got that underneath us. But we've been struggling a little bit with the setup because, you know, we don't have a lot of notes for it. And, you know, this year, like I said, with Joe Judge, we were running the right side bar at Accord. So we were running the Panhard bar over there. Joe set us up. So the car was pretty free, and it was fast. The beginning of the season, towards the middle, we won a couple heat races with it by half a straightaway. Then we get into the feature, and I kept the setup the same. I had a little bit more wedge to try to set up for the dry, slick track.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the race that we should have had, I pulled away by probably a half a straightaway, if not a little bit more. And we ran like 9 laps with it, and my right rear just said, "That's it, I'm done. I'm not working for you anymore," and he quit.
So you think you were at a disadvantage being on the bars over the coils?
Yes, I think so, yeah, on the bars. But the right side Panhard bar wasn't allowing me to pull that rear under the car more, and I think that's where I gave up a lot of racetrack to the other guys to run the left side.
Okay,
which pulls that rear end under the car, gave him a little bit more bite, a little more grip.
Right.
And we were having a little hard time finding the balance.
Yeah.
And I think we actually found that at Joe G's Great Crate Race. We missed the show by 1 spot. And we had great balance in the car. It was free. It was great on entry. It was a little loose coming off, but it was drivable. Yep. And I got, you know, Lem Atkins called me up and gave me some notes. He's like, "Here, listen, I want you to try this. Go over there with this." And I put it in the car, and the car was the freest it's been all year.
Okay.
And we're on the left side bar.
Right.
So it worked. It worked. And I'm going to go up to Havoc this weekend with it and see if what we got in the car now and add a little bit extra to it, if that's going to help us out for Eastern States.
Right. Now, you have any plans on changing to the coils?
I was on coils with the yellow car. I don't know if you guys see the yellow car, picture of the yellow car or not, but we were up on coils on that car, and we ran 5 Mile with it, Lebanon Valley, Albany, Saratoga. And then we started going to Accord with it, and it started pogoing on me. And when it pogos, it's a lot of pedal. You know, gas brake.
On the coils now.
On the coils, yep.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's the big thing.
It is. And I
now,
think
when you say pogo, what are you talking? Are you talking the rears hopping on you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that right rear will start bouncing like that, man. And once she goes, it's
And
you're
then
doing
it's
a lot of
and then it's just a pedal fest. You know, it's like driving a dragster at that point. You're just pedaling it to try to keep
So like a wheel chatter almost.
It's a lot of hop.
It's hop.
Yeah.
It's more hop. Yeah. Them
lot of
coils. The coils they really prefer a slick racetrack. You know, kind of like you seen pictures from Oswego. Them coil cars do not like that. You know, that helps the hop and help put it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect example right there, because you know you look at the track at Oswego. There was like 4 inches of clay down, right? These guys would hit them ruts, and you watch that car going in the corner, man. That thing was just like it was just all over the track, and you wonder why you had 8 guys flip.
Yeah. There was some pretty cool in-car video of it. Pretty violent stuff, man.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I went back to bars because of the bars are a little bit more forgiving. They're a little bit lazier and a little less wheel hop.
Right. Okay.
So on the rough tracks, I like it. And, you know, Middletown, again, you know, it's a semi-smooth, but it gets tore up.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
for you guys running, you guys are going to run Thursday. So you guys are going to get a fresh track. And I think that it's not going to be the usual rubbered up racetrack, you know?
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, it's you guys in the street stocks. And
that's the Thursday?
And I think you're just doing qualifying that night. I don't even think you're running the feature. I think your feature's Friday, isn't it?
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. You're gonna do your,
so you guys are getting a green track, and who knows what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting it up on coils for Eastern States, but we've had good luck with it this year on the bars.
Yeah.
We just went to the left side with it, and, you know, we put some notes, put some adjustments that Lem Atkins gave us along with Joe Judge's knowledge. And I think we got a good piece. I really do. It, like I said, that was the freest that car has been all season, and it was drivable, which was nice.
Yeah.
And it was actually, you know, we had good forward bite coming off the corner. We had good side bite on it. You know, I'm just going to go up there and, as I do every week, go to the track and just have fun.
Well, you know, I've noticed with Accord over the years, you know, being up there and announcing and watching races and stuff. And to me, it really doesn't matter how old the chassis is. As long as you got a good handling car, you guys can get around there pretty decent. I mean, I've seen guys with not Kneisels, but, you know, like older stuff, like, you know what I mean? You're talking 2008, 2009 TOs and stuff like that. And guys are doing well, you know, you're doing well.
They are. Yeah, the track, you know, the surface on the track it's been dry and dusty this year.
Yeah.
Right? But, you know, the year before that, when we were going up there just for practices and stuff like that with Gary, the track was better than it was this year. But we had a lot more rain that year.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, he had a little more time for it. And unfortunately, you know, I'm not putting the working man down at all. I don't want anybody to think that, because Gary does an amazing job to get that track ready for a Friday night.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a lot for one man to do. And, you know, with a track like that, you got to keep water in it. You know, once it dries out and cracks, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Definitely good racing over there.
It is. I think it's been, I mean, some of the racing up there has been really, really phenomenal racing there.
Yeah.
A lot of last lap passes and stuff like that. The racing has been really good, considering that it is dusty, you know.
Listen, I think this Saturday, I think you're going to see some great car counts. I think you're going to see, you know, all the divisions just full of cars. You know what I mean? It's that time of year where everybody, you know, leaves their home track and starts going up there to race.
Yeah.
Any different preparation for stuff like that, Scott, or do you just go into it like it's another regular Friday night?
I'm just going into it just like it's another regular Friday night. But what we struggled with all year is the feature race. You know, getting that 25 laps in. We're still trying to figure the setup for like halfway to the end.
Yeah,
that's where I want to be. Is halfway.
You say the right rear's going away. Do you think it's just throttle control that you're burning up the right rear, or just it's just the way the car's laying over? What do you think it is?
Honestly, you know, everybody had issues up there this year with right rears, burning right rears off the cars. Modified drivers are going through 2 tires a night. Sportsman drivers, you know, normally we can get 2-3 races out of a right rear tire.
Right.
But when you're coming in from the feature and your tire literally blistered up, and it's just, it was pretty rough.
Well, yeah, the 70 after 75 laps, I don't think Steven Davis's tire probably could have went another 2 or 3 laps. That thing was smoked off. You know what I mean? That tire was shot, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen a picture of Lem Atkins right rear, but that thing was bald as a baby's butt.
Yeah.
Is that a ball joke?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. Get no love on here.
All right, drop the earbud there, but no, that wasn't a ball joke, buddy.
Listen, I got a lot of kids. I'm using it. It's fine. But yeah.
So you are racing Saturday, all right? Somebody was asking on there.
Yeah, we'll be up there Saturday night. We were going to go to Orange County, but unfortunately, they have open practice at Middletown for Eastern States the same night as Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get tires for to go over and practice with. I wasn't able to get my hands on a set of front tires, so we're gonna go over to Accord and go see what we can do over there.
And how many laps is this race coming Saturday?
I think this one is 50. I think
50. Because I tell you what,
so,
them first 25 laps of that race, that 75 lapper, boy, I think anymore I would have been as bald as Joel. I was pulling my damn hair out.
Yeah, you know, that's and one thing I really enjoy about Accord, man. You could start 24th and still have a shot to win it. You know what I mean? Because it just stuff happens so quick there.
Yeah,
so quick.
Joel, what I tried this year is exactly what you said. Is we had good qualifying positions, which put us on the pole.
Yeah,
we had fair qualifying, put us middle of the pack, and then other times we just went to the back. But starting in the back, you can go from 24th to 15th in 5 laps at Accord. But this year, I was surprised because the Sportsman guys ran some very good, clean shows.
Yeah.
Start to end, they did very well this year. And in some weekends, they did a lot better than the modifieds. The modifieds were wrecking every other lap. Caution for the modifieds.
Yeah. And the guys always came from the back, like the Kyle Roner, Cole Henschel when he was up there. Them guys came from the back quite frequently.
Yeah, Kyle's amazing up there, though. You know what I mean? I was shocked to see him back up there again. I mean,
won the championship too.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the third one for him. You know what I mean? Early 2000s, they were up there, and listen, those guys, no matter where they go, they're always up front. They got a really good program.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just Accord. It's such a fun little track. It really is. I love racing up there.
And that's the thing. Whether you're first or 25th, you're up on the wheel racing.
You're constantly racing with somebody, no matter what.
Every lap.
There's no like Middletown is big. You get time. You actually get time to breathe. Accord, man. By the time you're into the next corner, it's just constant, man. It's just nonstop.
So,
even in street track, same thing.
They say if you race Accord, you can race anywhere.
Yeah, well, that's what I always say. Accord will teach you how to race. You'll learn how to race at Accord, no doubt.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's a cool little joint, though.
It was an up and down season, and we finished every race outside of the rainouts. We finished every race. We were able to get out there, finish every lap.
That's all that matters, right there.
Yeah,
that's it.
So let's talk about some of the sponsors you got on your car here for 2021. Here, you got your list. There you go.
Yeah, he's got a list. This is going to take up the rest of the show right here.
Yeah, it probably will, right? Outside of the crew, we got guys that are there every week. We got Arc Animal Hospital. He's our main sponsor. He's the guy that he supports our team 110% what we need. We've got Advanced Auto Parts out of New Paltz, Matco Tools. We've got Personal Touch Housekeeping right here out of Modena, New York. We've got Hudson Valley Wine Market and Majestic Hardware right out of Gardner, New York. All Seasons Comfort LLC. They're out of Carmel, New York. Premier Auto Body there with Kevin Ward. Allegiant Gear. Anthony's Cabinet Shop. Modena Automotive. Upstate Energy right out of Gardner, New York. Big East Small Engine Repair out of Gardner, New York, and M&M Lawn Care out of Wallkill. And everybody pretty much plays their part. They do enough.
I was gonna say, man, do you buy anything for the car? Or just Jesus.
This year,
that's my wedding party.
Oh shit, man.
When I came back into racing, one individual told me, which Gary and I were talking before we came on the air, is Joe Judge. Yeah, he looked at me and he says, get as many sponsors as you can. You got enough room on that car to fill it. Yeah. He says, you're a rolling billboard.
Yeah. You definitely did that. I remember the first race of the year, I was trying to get all the names of drive, trying to be a good announcer, trying to get on. And this son of a bitch rolls through the gate, and I'm like, "What's your sponsor?" He's telling me he got 15 seconds. I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, can't you just give me 2 or 3 that,
Let's not printing it out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, he just needs to put it on a Rolodex card. There you go.
He's trying to roll the run out, and he's trying to roll out the lineup, and it's taking him 2 minutes to roll out the sponsors on my card, and then 2 reps go by.
That's because he's new to the game, but he's going to learn eventually. Whoever the biggest one is, that's who's going to get said the most.
Oh yeah, I learned that. Yeah, I learned whatever's big on the side of that race car. That's what's getting announced. That's it.
And then every once in a while, you get down in the victory lane, and then that's when you can kind of try and get a couple of them other little ones,
Yeah. And if I see something broke or something, I see like an ECS sticker on there, I'll throw the plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Wherever you're gonna need those parts from.
So we've got we got a couple of great guys on our crew this year. The guys really pulled together for us. They dug and ground for us. They showed our sponsors that we weren't a team that quits. I got a great crew chief in Rob Termello. He's also ran our rookie class at Accord this year in the car.
Yeah.
So we put him in the car this year, and then we got his 2 boys, Ryan Deal and Nick Termello. They help out. Howard Keene and my son, Ryan Lang. He helps out a lot too. So we've got some guys that are there for us every week to represent the team, and they do a great job for us. Outside of Joe Judge and Lem Atkins helping us, they really made this year special for us.
Good.
And we actually stepped up and brought our program to the next level, which I'm very grateful for.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So with come to the point where I like to ask everybody this kind of question. If you've been watching us here most of the year, you probably know that it's been coming. Out of any race that you could possibly win, other than the Eastern States 200 and the Daytona 500, what would be the one race you'd want to win?
Talladega.
Jeez.
Are you the guy that stole the pace car that time?
Yeah, I just want to get out and hit the pace car, man. Talladega, man, and I love that track. High speed, intense, from dropping a green flag to the checker flag.
Yeah, but it's NASCAR.
Yeah,
it's NASCAR.
But and now you said you were racing in the '80s and stuff like that, and then you left for a while. Where are you looking to go now? Like, are you just looking to stay sportsman? I mean, because obviously, we're not all spring chickens, and you know what I mean? So the next level for you wouldn't be NASCAR, because at the ripe old age of 35, you're pretty much aged out of NASCAR anymore.
Right.
So where are you looking to go? Where are you looking for this to go?
Well, I look at Buzzy Ruderman, which is a very big inspiration to me. The man's still wheeling a car at 70 years old, still winning, still putting it in the circle.
Yeah.
As long as my body allows me to, and my grateful wife, Elise, still has my back at 70 years old, and we can still get to the racetrack, I like to be running small blocks or something like that. We've talked this year about buying a small block, but I put it on the back burner. I still got a lot to learn over with the sportsman program.
Yeah.
But we could have picked up a car this year for $15,000 with a small block in it, ready to go. And we chose not to. But small block, I think, is where I want to go.
What is it that you do for a living, Scott?
I'm in automotive. I'm actually a store manager for Mavis Tire.
Okay.
And I've been doing that. I've been in that industry for well over 30 years. So.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
have you ever tried asphalt? You ever raced at Bethel or no?
I ran asphalt in the go-karts and the quarter midgets and stuff like that. I've never had the opportunity, but that's a good point. You brought that up because I was talking to my crew chief about that. I would like to try Bethel.
Okay.
Go over there and try one race and see what it's like to be on asphalt with these cars.
Yep.
That is a tough track. That place is tough.
I watched some videos of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're definitely not just going to bring your dirt set up there. It's a little. Been there, done that. Tried that.
Bethel Motor Speedway made me quit smoking, lose 60 pounds, and I run every day. That place was kicking my ass.
It's
tough.
Man.
Yeah. I was like, holy crap. Yeah.
There's a reason why dirt guys don't go there.
Yeah.
I hate to say that like that. But it's tough. For one, maybe they don't like it, but it's a tough thing. It's a tough joint. You know, they put up big money and it's tough. Bethel is tough. It's a cool little joint though, but it's tough.
I will say this: running asphalt is more of a workout than running dirt.
Yeah,
100%. Yep.
You know, you got to be in shape for that. You got to have, you got to have.
Well, you don't have to be in great shape because Kyle Welsh wins a lot.
Yeah, true.
Man, you guys are tough.
Yeah.
Then you have a real bad day when the power steering goes on asphalt. Then
just park it. Just pull in. Listen, I'm done. Because I pull it. What's the matter? It's broke.
Yeah, it's broke.
Dude,
you gotta do like Mark Martin there, buddy. That guy worked out every day.
Yeah.
But we were looking into that small block program. That's where I think I would be comfortable. I don't want to go big block. That's a lot of money. Small block's just as much, but you can have just as much fun in the small block.
A lot of places aren't running them full time anymore. You know what I mean? And with that crate motor, you know what I'm saying? You get somebody that wants to go half with you, a sponsor or something like that. You know what I mean? You pick up a really decent crate motor for $10,000.
Yeah. Right.
I would go with what, Tommy Meyer did there a few years ago and he won Eastern States with it. And to me, that would be the way to go,
Yeah. Well, next year we're hoping to have a couple of cars on the track, a couple of different cars. So we're going to try to put another one out in the stable there and see, keep one for Accord. I think we're going to go back to Accord because I'm going to put Rob Tremello in it for the full rookie season and see how he does.
Yeah.
And then we're going to venture out to a couple of the STSS series races and see what we can do there.
Yeah. Yep. I'll tell you, Brett Deo, I've said it before, but he's the new Glenn Donnelly. I really think so. Listen, the kid's making money, but he knows how to take care of his driver.
He gives it back.
Absolutely 100%. Every show I've ever run with Brett, I was never disappointed. Never disappointed. The
other place is really nice to run is that Albany Saratoga. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Albany's nice. Yeah.
I love that track.
That's the best of the best up there.
Don't do what they do and go off the track on the backstretch and then try to come back on. That shit's stupid. Don't do that.
Almost did that my first time I was up there.
Listen, I'm watching these guys do that. It was like a video game. 5 of them would jump right back and forth. What the?
It's come right on.
So I thought I would try it, and I ripped the entire exhaust right off the car.
Yeah,
it was stupid. I don't know
why.
It's
almost like you got to hit that just right,
Nope, that was dumb. Nope, I'll stay right here.
What I hear, if you go up the track in turn 2, you got to wait till you get down to turn 3 to come back up.
Yeah. Because it's got like a little bit of a bank, almost like Rolling Wheels used to be. You went off in turn 1 down in the grass, and if you were far enough off, they wouldn't throw the yellow. They would just leave you there. They figure, well, he's out of the way and he didn't hit nothing.
Ain't nothing going to hit him down there.
Yeah, but it was, dude, just, I don't know, just a great facility, awesome place to race. So
yeah, absolutely.
But all right, Scott, listen, man, we appreciate you being on. Thank you so much. It's been a while, and it's kind of cool to be back, doing this show again. And listen, we'll see you Saturday. I'll be up there.
Definitely. We'll be up there, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Go Jets.
Go Jets.
Go Bills.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Did we get Easton? Is he waiting for us?
He's actually been on the whole damn time. He's been taking lessons. I see him on there. So
nice.
He's been taking lessons. He's been waiting to see what the hell questions you got to ask him, I guess.
Oh, listen, I got plenty to ask. I wonder if his father's going to be in the background helping him out. So I
think I saw him wander by a few times.
Did he wander? Okay. So let's do it.
His big head just popped on. He acts like we can't see him.
Okay. So he is, I'm going to say 54th generation houghtaling driving at the Bethel Motor Speedway. He's in one of the bandoleros up there and has really this year just started to put things together. And this kid has found victory lane. It seems like almost every weekend here the past couple of weeks up there at Bethel Motor Speedway. So without further ado, I want to say he is literally 3rd generation driver, Easton Houghtaling.
I'm here.
What's up, young man?
Nothing.
How are you?
This is not how we do things here.
All right. So is your dad?
We ask the questions. You answer the questions, young man.
See how he is? So listen, is your dad there?
I've been here the whole time.
Okay. And is your dad there?
Yeah, I'm here, Joel.
All right. So you guys are outside.
There he is.
What are you doing? Mom kicked you out?
We're actually, we just came back from New Jersey. We just picked up another bandolero tonight. So we're perched up at the Red Lobster parking lot. So we know we got good service to be here with you guys.
Nice. Red Lobster where? In Middletown?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Dude, they got good.
shit.
I like their King Buffet or whatever that shit is. Easton, so
I love the dedication. That's great.
Listen, these guys are starting to listen. When the houghtailings, who do you think you talk to when you go to Bethel or anywhere? I mean, Charlie was one of the first guys that was one of the first street stock guys, modern street stock guys that wanted all three tracks, and that's how the series kind of came about. We kind of put our heads together, and that's how we did it. Easton, let's start with this. How old are you?
I turned 11 a week ago.
11 a week ago. All right, so my daughter is older than you by like a month. Yeah, okay. All right, listen, don't do the math. We got you. All right, so what have you always wanted to drive race cars?
Since I knew what it was.
Okay. And was it and when did your dad finally say, "Hey, listen, you're going to go racing"?
When we made enough money.
Yeah, man.
So, Joel,
yeah.
2 years ago, we bought a slingshot.
Okay.
And we were going to go dirt racing because,
I remember that. It was
liked
white
dirt.
with stars on it or something, right?
No,
Almost
it was
looked like
blue
your
and white.
sportsman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we bought that, and with the pandemic and everything, it kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
So Easton and I had a conversation one day, and he kind of told me he really wasn't ready for the dirt. So we were lucky enough to flip it and get our money back, and the Ungst family had their championship car for sale, and at that point we made the decision that this is the route we're going to go.
So Easton, do you work on the car also, or is your dad just doing everything? Careful how you
doing
answer
a lot. I help. I help when I help when I'm not getting ready for bed on school night.
Okay. And what are some of the rules in order for you to allow it to continue to racing? What do you have to do in order to be able to continue to race? So what I'm looking for is I have to get good grades. I can't talk back. I have chores. So what's some of the stuff that you guys have to do?
Resist the urge to punch my siblings.
That's a good rule.
Okay.
That's a good rule, and I enjoy that rule.
Well, and you're still racing, so I guess you resisted that urge. Doing pretty good.
So I can see it now. Dad, are we racing this week? No.
Yeah.
We ain't running, right?
Holy shit. Wow.
So listen, did you find it after you got your first win? Are you finding it easier to get a win, or is it still just as hard?
Still just as hard.
Yeah, because you still got to put the work in on the car, right?
It's part of it.
Okay.
And what is it exactly that you race? What is that thing? Explain to me.
Inex Bandolero. It's race car, go-kart.
Go-kart?
Okay.
Now, what size motor is in that thing?
A 2-cylinder Briggs & Stratton.
Okay, so
I love it. This kid knows what he's got.
So is it similar to a slingshot motor, or is it something totally different?
It's basically the same thing with different heads.
No, so the difference between the two, the slingshot motors are allowed a little bit more internally. When we had the slingshot, we bought it with a blown motor, and it had aluminum rods. And then the motor that we ended up getting to replace that one was an actual bandolero motor that was donated to us by the Brush family from, that races Bethel, Leland, Ophirline, John Brush, Melissa Brush Photography. They donated a motor to kind of get us going, and we had to make two out of one. And the bando motors are steel rod, so the slingshots are a little bit lighter weight, spin up a little bit faster. But they're both the same Vanguard V-twin Briggs & Stratton motors.
Yeah. So, Easton, this question's for your dad. What does it cost you guys if you had nothing? You had no bandolero, no nothing. What's the initial startup cost for this?
If you're getting in brand new, you're looking anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000. You know, depending on how crazy you go. You know how race cars
Yeah.
are. There's always that trick part that makes you the 10th of a second faster. That's going to cost you an extra $3,500 or something. And the same thing applies with these. So if you go brand new, you know, we'll just say around about 10 grand. If you buy used like we did, we paid actually $3,000 for Easton's car from the Ungst family. And I mean, they hooked it up. Great bunch of people. They gave us all kinds of jigs to fix. You know, these cars have points that are bend easily to prevent frame damage. So they gave us jigs and whatnot so we can replace that stuff without having to call Inex and buy the car.
Okay.
So,
And
you know, if you buy used, we just picked this car up again right here tonight. We bought that for $3,500 turnkey.
Okay.
So
And-
used, 5 grand, new 10.
and what's it costing you to maintain these every week?
The maintenance cost is actually really cheap. I bought a case of oil at the beginning of the year from Doughboy Kyle Welsh. And that was
Kyle, that was
12
definitely
quarts.
a fat joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kyle.
I'm not.
But we're still running off that same case of oil, so that was $160, I think,
Okay.
for the case of oil, and then $20 filter every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Clutch maintenance is huge on these kinds of cars, because they use a drum type clutch. Just it's fairly cheap.
Yeah. And what kind of fuel are they running? Just regular pump gas?
We're through the INEX sanction. We're not supposed to be running anything other than regular Citgo pump fuel, 87.
Okay.
I like to use the Stewart's 91 non-ethanol.
Yeah.
Just because the ethanol and the gas these days eats the aluminum carburetors, so just a little preventative to help it out,
Yep.
Nice. Now, rumor has it that you guys may be going down south here soon.
Yeah, actually, we're trying. It's how it goes. It's a fee no matter which way you turn. So, we're doing a couple little fundraisers. We did all them shirts this summer to kind of help fund that. We want to get down to Winter Nationals. Joel, as you know, Gary, you as well.
Yeah.
Diversity is key.
Yep.
And if I keep him at Bethel, he's going to be good at Bethel.
Yeah.
If I take him everywhere, he's going to be great at Bethel.
And what do you think a trip like that's gonna run you?
All said and done, I'm thinking about $6,000 is the budget that we've set.
Okay.
For fuel, anything that happens, breakdowns, whatever, lodging, track entry. I looked at some prices for Old Dominion this weekend. Was a nationals race, and it was a little pricey. I think it was about $350 to enter everybody and the car, registration, the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
But,
now, where do they race locally though? Just Bethel?
Yeah, just Bethel. For I would say the Tri-County area.
Okay.
And then there's places.
Evergreen's running them too, right? And they're pretty
Evergreen's.
close. Yeah.
Out by Pocono Mountain. That's the old Pocono Mountain Speedway. Chemung, up above Binghamton, up by Elmira area there. They run them on a Friday night. Evans Mills runs them. There's a place up about 4 hours, Seekong. There's you're 2 hours travel time anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Now, and are they chain driven or what are they? Built driven? They got shaft? What are they?
Yeah, they're chain driven.
Off
a drum type clutch.
Kind of like a disc clutch, like a go-kart clutch or something.
Yeah.
Or bigger.
Yeah,
bigger.
They're a little bit bigger, but same concept. Same concept.
Okay.
Got the springs inside, shoes with the driver.
Okay.
So Easton, where are you looking to move into? Like, what's the next division for you? Because you're only going to be able to run this just for so many years, and then you're going to literally outgrow the car.
Outgrow it, yeah.
So the only way I'm moving up is either I get too old or I win a legend stack, like an actual trophy, not just like for beginner bangos, you don't get an actual legend stack trophy, and I want one because I think they look really cool. So I'm either moving up like one of those, and then I'm going to street stocks.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it street stock by your choice, or is it that's where mom and dad want you to go?
My choice.
Okay. And do you want to go past street stock? You looking to go farther on, or like street stock's
No.
where you want to be?
I want to do street stocks at Bethel, but do a lot of traveling along the East Coast.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Like something more organized than Bethel. Like like how sportsmen have the East Coast division thing, and like NASCAR and stuff like NASCAR is just their organized events. I want to do something like that with street stocks.
Okay.
So almost like the super stock series that goes all
right.
over New York, right?
Yeah.
Something
There you
like
go.
that. Okay.
Well, you got your dad there. He's a great man for the street stock. I'll tell you
Hell
that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was definitely by no means my choice. I was kind of thinking maybe a Legend or a Asphalt late model or something moving forward, but he is hell bent on a street stock.
If I can't do a street stock, I want an IMCA modified. Is that IMCA modified?
There you go. Those are cool too.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong here, Charlie. You would probably know the answer to this, but I think that you guys are the first family to have a third generation driver at Bethel win a feature event.
No, I don't think we're the first, but
Is it, or maybe the Currys?
I think
Yeah.
one of the Currys did it first because Tosh and Brittany both won. Kayla won.
Yeah.
Sean Maloney is actually, multi-generation. And they're third with my history, which a lot of people don't know. I was adopted by my grandfather, who was Ray, which everybody kind of knows Ray, who's been around Bethel. So technically, if I'm the third generation racer,
Okay.
which would make Easton a fourth. But
Fourth.
Ray
So I
was
was
always
pretty
my
close.
dad.
I was saying 54th, so I was close.
Yeah. I mean, you were somewhere in there in the middle.
Now
You could have said 4.5.
There's another one too. No, am I mistaken?
Another houghtaling?
Don't you have another?
Yeah,
no,
isn't that
in
your
the band-
brother or something?
No,
Your
no,
brother's
in
on
the
it.
bando. Doesn't another one race the bando too? Or
Yes. Yeah, my youngest son, Levi.
No? Okay, that's your son too. Okay. That's all I was-
He ran one night this year just to kind of see how he was going to take to it. And this car that we're actually sitting in front of here in the parking lot is his car for next year.
Nice.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't really sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Easton, how do you feel about racing with your brother?
I've been asking mom and dad to get him a car all year, or at least don't move me up until he gets a car, so I could race with him a little bit before I end up moving up.
Well, guess what, partner? That car behind you, he said challenge accepted.
He did, and I think he gave you the finger too when mom and dad weren't looking.
Absolutely.
And how much older are you to your brother? A couple years, right?
2
2 years.
years.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to take it real personal if he comes out there and beats you, huh? I can already sense that.
Yeah, he is. Don't let him.
Well, listen, that's where that
Yeah, he is.
urge not to punch one.
He's gonna start beating me when he stops looking down while he's driving.
Listen, the urge to not punch your siblings is going to come into effect every Saturday.
Yeah.
Believe me when I tell you that.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
It's going to get tough real quick for you.
Easton,
Hey guys,
let's,
Levi wants to just say hi quick because he's here with us also.
let's do it. What's up, young man?
All right, that was quick.
So
Yeah, he's a little bit more shy. He's not quite as audacious as Easton is.
yeah. So let's Easton, let's talk about some of your sponsors here for 2021.
Oh yeah, well it turns out I have a list too.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about. Seasoned veteran.
So I've got CFW Trucking. We met them at a RC racetrack a year ago.
Last year, yeah.
Last year. Mobile Metals was the one who funded a wrap for this season. Forthright Cider and me has given us a lot of great cider. Annabelle Bizante has let us Annabelle Bizante Law let us use her garage before we had one for the season. HRF has given me tools and with helped us with seat brackets. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been racing that day. Yeah. BRL and Knuckle Busters has been building our engines, and he rebuilt our carburetor when it decided to take a nap. Live Action Motorsports is another race team at the track. They've been helping us out quite a bit because they're way more experienced than we are. JDT, what is that again?
JDT Co. It's a
Co.
Jersey Discount Tool Company. We met them at a youth and motorsports event, and they seen what we were doing, loved what we were doing, and jumped right on board with us.
Atkins Roofing, which we don't have on the car yet. We gotta get that printed out. Big Bear Physical Therapy is helping Daddy Levi, or was helping Levi after I dislocated his arm. Fuck you. I said that.
Hey.
R. Smith and Son Scrap gave us gave us money one night, just like we're in staging, and he just comes over and he's like, here's.
That's nice.
And then I believe that's all. If I missed anyone, we have a lot of sponsors. I was gonna say, so many sponsors that you guys would get bored listening, but I wasn't allowed to do that. So if I missed anyone,
But you did it anyway.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Oh,
Listen, believe me when I tell you your father's a character too.
yeah.
That's good though. You know what I mean? Listen, keep that personality, man. And I love what you guys do at the track. I love how family oriented you guys are. I've known your dad a long time. Back when I used to use shampoo on my head, I've known your dad that long. Listen, man, it's been an absolute pleasure watching you go from where you started to where you are now, and it's only going to get better. I'm telling you, you got good people behind you. So out of any race that you could possibly win, anything other than the Daytona 500, I'm even going to leave the Eastern States 200 in there for you. What would be the one race you would want to really win before you decide you don't want to race anymore?
the Street Stock Shootout Series Reborn.
Reborn. Okay.
That's all we've talked about is bringing this shootout series back. He wants it back.
I asked Dad to leave it going until I got to race it one time, but then he decided to shut it down. So I'm gonna bring it back and then race it.
Listen, we are on a little bit of a break, and I think after some of the things that we've seen so far this year, rightfully so this year. But I do think that in the future, if we can, we might incorporate something. But if we, that's your dad and I will discuss that. When you get ready to move into street stocks, you give me a shout, man. I got you. I got enough stuff to get you going.
I got a question for Charlie. You still there?
What's up?
That just explain to me what that youth in motorsports deal is. What exactly is that?
So what I did, we got another bando, and what it is you go to a racetrack and you see that there's regular families there, the Currys, the Houghtalings, and so on and so forth. And now we're getting the new families coming in, but it's families, and you see the kids, and they all got the chance to be there and be a part of it. Well, with everything going on in the world today, these kids need something. Video games just aren't really where it's at, to be honest. I mean, how do you teach a kid anything when he's stuck behind a screen with a controller in his hand?
Yeah.
So, long story short, I want to take those kids that don't go to the races every week, that don't have any part in anything, and bring them in and give them the opportunity to see what's entailed, the work that goes into it.
Yep.
The scaling, the numbers, the math, the science, the fuel mixtures, the tire compounds, all that. So Rolling V is a bus company up here in Sullivan County. Phil Vallone, great guy. He got behind me with this idea, and we put it together. We sat down, we jammed out some ideas, And what we do is we got this bandolero. We're going to strip it all down, completely rebuild it, make everything new. I'm going to teach them everything that goes into it. And once it's all done, we're going to go over to Bethel Motor Speedway, whether it be a practice or a Saturday early practice. And we're going to let them kids really enjoy the fruit of their labor. Let them see, you know, that all this hard work goes in.
Yeah.
And then we get to drive around a track fast and, you know, look like heroes and be super cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I just wondered. I see you posting it, and I see different things. I was just wondering what exactly it was. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we just want to get kids that don't have the opportunity to be like us.
Yeah.
You know, grow up around the races, give them the chance to see
Yeah.
it too. You know, if we keep one kid off drugs or one kid out of trouble,
Absolutely.
then we
Yep.
succeeded.
Absolutely. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff.
So
All right, fellas. You guys need to get home, and I'm being signaled by the wife that it's time for me
Yep.
to
Yeah. Have a
But,
safe trip home anyway.
Yeah, listen, Easton, dude, keep doing good things, man. And listen, before next year, I'm going to throw some money at you. You're going to put my name on your car, and I would love to be a part of what it is that you guys are doing, man. I think that it's awesome. Good luck the rest of the year. What do you got going on for the rest of the year? You running Bethel a couple more times?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you guys start getting really serious about going down south for the Nationals and all that stuff, tell your dad to hit me up. I got some money for you to help you out with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, all right, fellas. Easton, I'm pretty sure it's I got a sportsman waiting for you. Mike, we tried that once. Mike Wazlowski popped in. He says, I got a sportsman waiting for you. So listen, brother, man, thank you so much for joining us. And I know it's past your bedtime. At least it is for, well, no, my kids go to bed at 9. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. All right, listen, so it's not past your bedtime. But anyway, thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon, okay? Good luck for the rest of the year, man.
Thank
All right.
you.
Good night.
You're welcome.
have a good night, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye. So, good kid, man. Good family. Everybody's awesome. Everybody's really, really good.
That's
So.
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just so what do we got coming up? We got Accord Speedway's running their Halloween Havoc this week. We'll be there. We're gonna go to Accord. Bethel's also running a show too. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. We want to test and tune and get ready for. You're welcome, Aaron. My pleasure. We want to get ready for the Gobbler, which the Gobbler Street Stock guys, if you're watching. Tommy Groover, listen, man, I don't hate you, but you got that little modified thing now. It's okay. That's cute. That's a cute little thing. I think it's probably faster than my car, so I should keep talking shit.
Things
right
pretty quick.
But so the Gobbler, pretty much the guys from up north. 4412 headers, 4 9-inch. That's all allowed. Accord rules though, and if you are going to run that stuff, you have to be on a DOT tire. So they've opened it up a little bit. Jay Smalley and myself were working on trying to lap money for Street Stock Saturday at Accord as well. Big money on the line for the Street Stocks. It's been amazing. I really wish, had rethought the Street Stock Shootout Series this year, but again, seeing the schedule for Eastern States, I'm really glad that we decided not to do that. I'm not going to comment any more on that. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to bash a place. It is what it is. They have their reasonings for doing what they, for having their schedule the way they have it. So it's all good. What else is running Saturday?
So no, you say now you said the Southern Tier guy, the headers and 44s. What now on DOT tires? Now
Correct.
Are they still allowed to bring their factory stocks? I mean, is it their rule? I mean, because obviously those chassis. I mean, some of them are metric, but then some of them are jig cars. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
I wanna
Are they
say-
allowed or no?
I want to say no jack and bolts, none of that stuff. To be real specific, I know that they've posted the rules. Jay Smalley would also be the guy to get a hold of. Shoot him send him a private message, and he can fill you in a little bit more. But those Southern Tier Street Stocks, I'm going to say, are probably a no-go. I don't think that they're going to allow those guys because of the jack and bolts and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So Sunday, Bethel Motor Speedway, Spinning Wheels Production. I got to give them a big shout out because my buddy there, he helped sponsor the Sullivan 100, which was an absolutely awesome race. But they have a demolition derby this Sunday, Bethel Motor Speedway. Hit their website. I wanted to say everything starts around noon, 1 o'clock-ish, maybe earlier or something like that. That's a huge show. Christ, it's slipping my mind right now. Oh, man, what the hell's his name? Oh, my God. I'm an idiot. But anyway, good organizers, good promoters, and stuff like that. And those guys put on a great demo. And they get so many cars that it just takes hours.
Oh, it's
hours
crazy.
And hours and hours.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Practice at Orange County Fair Speedway this Saturday.
Sure, yeah.
I think that's for all divisions. If you want to go down, turn some laps down there. Unfortunately, for the first time in 10 years, I've decided not to run. Yeah, it is old age, Mike. Thank you. Not to run Eastern States. My own personal reasons. Just not in the cards this year. But other than that, we'll be at the Gobbler, Accord, all that other good stuff, and Spinning Wheels Productions. Yep, thanks, bud.
Jeremy Gully.
Jeremy Gully. Thank you, Larry.
Yep.
Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, so.
I just want to say, too, that auction that we're going in with Joe Judge Racing, I'm sure people have saw.
Okay.
There's body panels. There's a bunch of stuff up for auction. I am actually going to Port Royal with Joe this weekend.
Nice.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We are actually going to do a live auction at the track. So we'll be live on the show page.
Okay.
So this way people want to bid or whatever. And it's all for the Children's Hospital that Joe's been a part of for many, many years. And last I knew that every dollar that we raise, Rycor, Joe's sponsor, is going to match dollar for dollar.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Whatever we raise, his sponsor is going to match. So we're trying. We've already sold some stuff, but the bigger things we got, we're going to do a live auction at the racetrack. We're going to go around and get some other stuff from other drivers that are there that day and stuff like that.
Oh, so that's the door panels and stuff that I've been seeing, right?
Yeah, the door panels.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's some awesome money's been raised, and Joe, absolute great ambassador for our sport, and it was really cool to finally see him. He parked it in Victory Lane here a couple weeks ago.
Yes, he did.
Finally got his
it was
first one.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Again, thank you, TGI Merch, Nate Stevens. Don't forget the Unruly Race 2022. It is getting bigger and badder. I believe he will be back Thunder Mountain, and I believe he just got approved, I want to say, for 2 dates now at the Bethel Motor Speedway. So that series looks like it's going to come about, man, and I hope that it does. What a great time we had at Thunder Mountain and all that other good stuff. Again, listen, man, big shout out to Walt Henry. Way to represent, our
Absolutely.
Sullivan, Ulster, and Orange County street stops.
It's good that somebody stepped up, because I'm sure everybody saw on Facebook, everybody was bashing none of the local guys going down there, disadvantage. And listen, Walt showed that he went down there, he put it in the show, he even maybe at a disadvantage, but he drove his ass off and he put it in there,
100%.
man.
Again,
know what I mean? If you want, you want it, it's no matter how bad you want it,
Listen, so glad that the guy that tumbled in front of him was okay and got out of the car. Just wrong place, wrong time. 9 laps into the damn thing, and just so much adversity that he had to overcome that entire weekend. The bolt broke on the rear. They had to run last chance, qualifier in the Nakatsi to get in, and from what I understand, he started 12th and drove his ass off and got to the front. An amazing job, Walt. We're proud of you, man. Thank you for representing us. And next year, you will not be alone. We will be going to Bridgeport. Life already went like this. Oh, no, you guys can go. So we will be going, and, dude, it's going to be an amazing time. Now, listen. Let that guy go and do it, and then we'll see. We'll ask him.
Exactly. Walt was kind of the guinea pig for this one. Now his phone's going to be blowing off as it gets closer.
Listen, we pushed him off the diving board, and cool, now we're going to be on. Hey, man, what do we need?
Yep.
So by the looks of things, 49-inch. So.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
I guess we'll be back next week. I don't know. Yep. We're day to day.
Yeah, that's if Facebook decides to work.
Yeah.
But I'll be live Saturday
at
Port Royal, and then we'll figure out Monday. So.
Yep, sounds great. Again, Accord Speedway, Bethel Motor Speedway running. Middletown's got practice. Everybody Go out and support your local racetrack. If you're on here on social media and you're bashing them, you're part of the problem. So I guess a couple weeks ago I was part of the problem, and it is what it is. My emotions got the best of me a little bit, and I apologize for that. But again, not my opinion. I'll keep it to myself. But
yep. Sometimes you're better off.
Yeah, man. All right, folks. We'll see you. Thank you guys, Scott and Zehnacker and Easton houghtaling. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. And hopefully we'll see you all next week.
All right, bro. See you.
See you.